Hey guys, welcome to Great Learning. My name is Anirudh, and in this session, we're going to check out the career path for data scientists, the recommended way on how you can become experts in data scientists, especially in the year 2021 and beyond as well. But then, guys, before we begin with this session, I hope all of you are keeping safe from the ongoing pandemic and taking all the appropriate measures to stay safe. Guys, on that note, we would highly appreciate if you could hit the subscribe button and the bell icon next to it because it would mean a lot to us. And of course, do like and share the video to friends, your peers, and family members who, of course, could make full use of this video. Now, keeping that in mind, guys, can I get a quick confirmation from the comment section from the people who are all tuning in to check if I'm completely audible and if everything is fine from my side? If yes, just head to the comment section and just put a yes in the comments and we can begin. Okay, Shaker, Bansi, Meetu, Aparna, all of you guys say yes. So I hope you guys are as excited as I am for this session. So let's get started, right? Guys, before we get into the complete agenda and of course the session itself, I want to take a second of your time and I want to guide you about this venture, what we call as Great Learning Academy. Now, a lot of you guys have been asking for free course certifications, free learning, and free certification, right? So, what we have come up is Great Learning Academy. Now, Great Learning Academy is a venture where we are providing you course certification, knowledge, and training for free. Yes, absolutely free of cost. And for the people who have been asking for multiple languages as well, guys, we have a couple of courses coming up in multiple languages. Right now, we have in fact you can see one on your screen right now. We have in Hindi, right? So I am sure you guys can make complete use of Great Learning Academy. We have 500,000 learners, 1,000 hours of content, and we get 3 million monthly views on all of our learning content here, guys. And of course, once you look at our learning collaborators, we have Stanford, we have Texas McCombs, we have PES, we have SRM, we have our, of course, the Great Lake Institute, then we have IIT Madras, Northwestern, right? So we provide a lot of training. These courses are taught to you by subject matter experts. We cover multiple domains, be it data science, be it machine learning, AI, all the way till design, video editing, interview preparation, digital marketing, you name it, we cater it, right? So guys, if you are college students, if you are about to graduate, you just graduated, or let's say if you're a person who's looking to change your career as well, I want to take this second to tell you that no matter where you are in your career right now, we here at Great Learning and especially at Great Learning Academy, we can cater to you. So you'll have to head to the Great Learning Academy website. You can reach us via a simple Google search. Just type in Great Learning Academy, or of course you can reach us by downloading the app itself, right? We have the Great Learning app which you can download from the Apple App Store or of course the Google Play Store too. And you can look at all the upcoming live sessions here as well. So we would highly recommend you stay in touch here. All you have to do is create a very simple account, sign up, and you can get started with learning, and you can be certificate ready. So as soon as you complete a program, now let's say we're talking about data science. So if you want to pick up this data science foundations, once you completely clear this learning, there's multiple. I just picked up one, right? So again, if I click on data science, if you have to do anything, let's say you decided to learn probability for data science. As soon as I click on it, all you have to do is hit enroll now, and once you've completed that, right, you get a course certificate for absolutely free of cost. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, you heard me right, absolutely free of cost. So I hope you guys are excited as me about this. I want this session to be a very interactive session, so I would definitely appreciate if you guys head to the comment section and keep it very interactive. I've been seeing a lot of comments. We do have a lot of people tuning in for this video as well. So I hope with that we can begin this session. Now, guys, one thing you really have to know about whenever we talk about a career in data science is that it is one of the top 10 careers in the entire domain of information technology. Yes, top 10 in the entire domain. Now, why is data science so popular, and why is it an amazing thing to have a career in data science, right? See, I myself am a data science expert, have been working in this domain for many years now, and I can tell you that it is brilliant, right? The amount of interest that we get, the amount of the up graph that we're getting, the amount of trend we're getting in data science is beyond measure. And even though we've been in the industry for a while, it manages to surprise us every day, and that is very feels very good knowing that your career is a brilliant one, and of course at the end of the day you can have a lot of impact. Now, guys, see, data science is so popular because, again, we're living in a world of technology. You're surrounded by so many AI powered solutions, in fact, right? Take a look at your phone. In fact, the video you're watching on the YouTube channel right now, right? It was probably recommended to you. Now, how does that recommendation work, right? It's an AI powered solution on your phone. Whenever you go on to your favorite e-commerce shopping website, it's going to start showing you shops that, it's going to start showing you shops. It's going to start showing you products that you will have to buy and you might buy. Now, how does a computer know what you have to buy? Again, AI powered solution. But then to do all of this, it needs data from somewhere. It needs the methodologies. It needs all the everything to eventually give out a solution. That is where data science comes into the picture. And of course, I'm sure you already know the second point. This is one of the technologies that is adopted by thousands and thousands of companies across the globe, be it small players or be it multinational companies, right? So one other advantage, which I believe is very brilliant if you guys are freshers or if you're changing careers right now, is that the pay you get in data science is amazing. Be it you're in India, be it you're in the UK, be it you're in the Europe, be it you're in the United States, wherever you are, the pay is amazing, but there's always a constant requirement, right? So you will never see a stop when people says, hey, we don't want data scientists. No, that will never happen, because data scientists are required in one form or another, as you'll see through the career path, the steps, right? So it's very vital to check that out. And of course, as I told you, it's one of the most trending career paths we have for the decades ahead. And it's not only just 2021, the entire year from 2021 to 2030 again might revolve completely around data science itself. Right. So, this is a very common saying among us data scientists, like it's literally one of the most trending computer science careers, right? I told you it is one among the top 10 in information technology. But now once you bring the entire world of computer science together, yes, this is one of the most trending careers out there for now. And I would highly recommend you guys get on this trend train, make the best use of data science, right? So, coming to the next part of the agenda now, I would want to talk about data science career path here, because one thing is that you can really be overwhelmed of all the content that's available for this particular topic, especially data science. And my goal here is to make sure that you have a very simplified career path that you guys can use to go from beginners to an intermediate and an expert level really quick, right? That is my goal here. And I want you guys to catch up, and I want you guys to have a discussion with me on this, guys. So I would highly appreciate if we get comments, guys, where you guys in the comment section keep keep bringing up the comments, and we can carry on. So eventually, coming on to the first step on the data science career path, right? You really have to begin by asking the right question. See, step one is to know where you are and where you have to go. But then to do that, you really have to ask yourself certain questions. Now, one of these questions is, say, do you have an educational background in computer science? Because you might be coming from a different background, right? See, in many cases, there is a staunch requirement of a computer science background. But even if you do not have one, well, having a certification is going to make up for this, because it's going to add a lot of knowledge for you, right? And second thing, if you're looking at data science, guys, you will require a form of computer programming in one way or the other. So it's highly recommended you ask yourself at this point of time, if you have an inclination towards computer programming. If the answer to that is yes, then brilliant, right? And of course, are you willing to spend time into working around the usual solution? See, whenever we use data science to solve a problem, there is never just one way and the only way to solve a problem. There's hundreds of ways of how one problem can be solved. Now, you need to be this person to know that there are hundreds of ways, first of all. Secondly, you need to be this person to know how to think out of the box and get to that solution, right? This is a very important skill, ladies and gentlemen. And yes, uh, Pawan says I'm a mechanical engineering student. Pawan, be assured with a very good certification program. And in fact, you can head to the Great Learning Academy after this website. You can get started with our data science courses there, and in no time you're gonna appreciate the beauty of data science, and you will have a wealth of information with you, Pawan. So it's amazing. You really do not need to have a computer science background if you can get similar or same knowledge from a certification program, right, ladies and gentlemen? That is a very important thing. And then coming to step number two, see, once you ask yourself all the questions and you're ready for your data science career, the second thing you really have to know about is math and statistics. See, mathematics and statistics are like the heart of data science, because when we talk about data science in general, especially in machine learning and all of these concepts, right, this is where we apply math, this is where we apply statistics. So without having a knowledge of how they work, you really cannot apply that, right? Now let's say you do not know how to speak a language. Now if I talk to you in that language, would you understand? You wouldn't. Now if you actually knew the language, let's say I want to talk to you guys maybe in Japanese, but you do not know Japanese, but then if you work on it, if you learn Japanese, then of course, right, it's as simple as that. And this is what mathematics and statistics is to data science. You really have to know it. It is a very important part. You might be a person who says, hey, I might not be good at math, hey, I might not be good at statistics. Again, well, do not worry. You have to get started somewhere, and if you do, the concepts of math and statistics here are brilliant, because you're going to be applying them actively. It's gonna improve your interest towards applying math into data science career, and that's gonna take off, guys. If you are a very staunch data science enthusiast, you are going to love the way we apply math and statistics here. And of course, whenever you think about it, all the concepts of machine learning, EDA, which is exploratory data analysis, and clustering, right, these are all some very important things that you'll be working on, and to do that you are going to need math and statistics, guys. So guys, do head to the comment section, let me know if you guys have ever worked on mathematics and statistics, right? If you have, it's brilliant. If you do not, I would highly suggest you check out Great Learning Academy. In Great Learning Academy, we have courses which is specified for that, which I just showed you at the start of the session as well. But then make sure you get that after this video. Now guys, I hope you have a pen and paper. You're taking note of step one. Step one was to ask yourself questions. Step two was learning mathematics and statistics. Now once you've learned math and statistics, you come towards programming, right? See, your entire career in data science will begin with you using a programming language, be it languages such as Python, be it R, be it SAS, or there are many popular offerings that we have. Whatever works for you, whatever you like, you can pick up, and I can guarantee you in one way or another you can cater it for data science. But the most popular offering is Python and R, right? If you've ever spoken to a data scientist, if you've ever spoken to friends, colleagues, or anyone who has been in this field, as soon as you talk to them about data science, about programming, the languages that they're going to talk to you about Python and R. Am I correct? Of course, because I've been in this situation myself where people do not know that I am a data science guy, and when we're talking about it, they're like, yes, you require Python and R, and it brings a smile upon my face to know that even the people who are not into the computer science domain know languages such as Python and R, right? So it's a language which is extremely popular. It is one of the most popular programming languages, that is Python, and of course R is amazing for data analytics, right? And as I told you, Python remains on the top of the list for a variety of reasons. As I can give you, we can have another session where we'll be discussing the advantages of Python over other languages, because see, becoming the number one programming language in the world is extremely hard, and Python has done it in such a beautiful way where you'll be using Python right now. In fact, if you guys are using if you guys are tuned into this session from a Firefox browser, well, guess what? Firefox uses somewhere around 250,000 lines of code written in Python, right? And the next time you take a cab to your friend's place or to a party or something, understand that whenever you book a cab, the entire process actually has something to do with the backend in Python. The data between you and the driver, right, that gets shared using a certain form of Python as well. So that's amazing. Python is literally everywhere. Now you realize step one to ask yourself questions. Step two was very important, it was math and statistics. Step three was the next important point, which is programming. Now coming to step four, see, step four in data science is all about taking raw data and converting it into useful information. Right now, to do this you can do it in many ways. One important way that is highly appreciable in our world of data science is if you can take data and tell stories with it. Now if you're wondering about saying, hey, I am not a storyteller, but can I be good at data science? See, you do not have to create something new out of your stories to tell. You will have a lot of data, and you will have to take this data, convert it into a usable result, and then build upon that, and that will be the story that you're going to tell. Right? See, I'll tell you this very important fact. A couple of years back, we were just throwing out data saying, hey, none of this is useful. But now any data that we can get, we can have it in one way or another where we can use it to analyze what will happen in the future. Right? So it's something which is extremely valuable, if you have seen. And everything, almost 90% of the data we have in the entire world today came from the last 2 or 3 years. Ladies and gentlemen, last 2 or 3 years was 2017 and 2018. Right? The world is moving at a really rapid pace, and you have to understand that we are generating a lot of data. So taking all of this data, processing it, generating some insights, applying machine learning, driving an AI related solution, and then of course, if you're a data scientist, you will be directly put into a team where your decisions, right, the answers that you make your machine learning model get, that your AI model is going to give, it's going to directly be a business critical decision. For example, the holiday season is coming right now, right? So every shop needs to probably stock a little bit more upon chocolates, sweets, treats, and whatnot. Now if it's a very big chain, right, see, you will know all the popular chocolate chains, I'm sure. These guys will need to know how much of stock they need to have in what parts, which stores of which cities, which country, and whatnot. Right? If they simply stock up maybe 10,000 boxes of a chocolate where 30 get sold or 1,000 get sold, they lose the other 9,000 sales. Now but it can work in another way as well. Now if they have a requirement of, let's say, 10 and they've stocked up 1,000, well, it's going to go waste. Right? So all of these insights can be you can drive all of this completely with data science, and of course, to do that, you are going to require knowledge about this. Right? So the end result that you're going to give will not always be data, it will not always be numbers. It's going to be beautiful looking dashboards and graphs, and to do that, you're going to require tools such as Power BI, ClickSense, and Tableau. These are some of the most popular offerings out there. So guys, have you used any of these tools? Was there a chance where you guys worked on Excel or something, and then you guys came up with a story, or you used the data and converted it into information? Head to the comment section right now and let me know. All right. Now, with step 4 done, we're going to move to step 5, which is data munging. Now, with data munging, see, you have to have the capability to first of all bring in data to your organization, right? See, you'll be, if you are a working data scientist, or if you're learning data science, you need to know how to work with data, because data is the middle name, is the first name of data science, right? So one important thing about data is that it is not going to be clean all the time. When I say clean, it's not physically clean. It's about what kind of what kind of information that you have in your data. See, in many cases, what happens is that whenever we're talking about machine learning, right? Unless your data is extremely cleaned, unless it's pre-processed perfectly, your machine learning algorithm gets confused. Now, if I show you an image of a dog or a cat, you've been trained from your childhood to tell which is a dog or a cat, but a machine learning algorithm really doesn't know what a dog and a cat is until it understands from the images we give it. Now, if I give it a very bad image and say, hey, this is a dog or this is a cat, please learn, it's going to learn, of course, but the level of accuracy that it's going to have in detecting a cat or a dog is not going to be on par. But if I gave it really high quality images, yes, it would learn really nicely, right? That's exactly what we're talking about in this step. Cleaning the data is the most important step in all of data science, because this is going to have an impact from here till the end where you perform data visualization. So it's one of the most time consuming aspects as well. It's one of the most important aspects, and I would highly suggest you guys start working about data pre-processing. Guys, make a note out of this. Step 5 involves data pre-processing, data cleaning, working with data, dealing with outliers, and all the statistical concepts that you will learn in step 2 is going to be practically applied here to actually clean your data set and to work with it. So step number 5, pre-processing of data, is extremely important, ladies and gentlemen. And then coming to step number 6, see, after understanding that, you really have to know what's going on in the world of data science today. Now, see, data science is extremely trending, which you already know. Every day there is a new tool coming, or every day there's a new ML algorithm coming, or there is something which keeps taking the world by storm. This field is never stagnant. So what you should do is you should know how you can start learning new things rapidly, start using them. Because if you are up to date, guys, if you're looking for a career in data science, look, a lot of people who are hiring will be looking for the latest and the greatest technologies. And if you're already trained in that, certified in that, and if you know how to work with it, of course they would want to pick you, right? So instead of sometimes picking up all the old and outdated tools, just go around the internet, start looking for things where you would want to know about what's going on, what's the latest thing, what's trending in data science, what are people looking for, and then put that in your career path and start learning about that. See, step number 6 is to customize the career path for each and every one of you. But understand this, do not get carried away on a path where you might not know where you're heading. Make sure that you can learn with bite-sized pieces and simplify it down, take it real slow, but have knowledge about how you can work with all of these, right? See, one important step here is constant learning. You need to just keep learning and knowing new things, understanding how these solutions solve all the problems around us. And guys, step number 6 is going to be a path where it's a customization path for you guys. You'll have to sit and understand the trends around you, right? So after knowing what's going on around you, what is the career market asking for, how can we go on to cater ourselves for that, step number 7 is extremely important, right? It's job preparation. Once you have learned math, once you have learned statistics, once you're working with machine learning, once you know how to clean your data, once you have handled data with SQL pre-processing and whatnot, well, you're gonna have all the knowledge to prep for a job, right? See, prepping for a job is something which is very important, because here you will have to actually sit and prepare. Now with data science, it is a domain where you will get extreme amount of competition, right? See, every one you talk to who's probably a graduating computer science person might say, 7 out of 10 people say they want to become data scientists. Now think about the thousands of people that graduate every year, right? So you're gonna have good amount of competition. It's highly important that you guys work with and understand how these interviews work about, prepare for it, and use multiple resources we have, right? See, at Great Learning Academy, we have a complete section where we'll be dealing with interview preparation itself. We already have it, and I would highly suggest you guys go to Great Learning Academy and check it out. Now with that, it's not just you guys preparing for the interviews, it's about you having to think in an out of the box way. If 10 guys give me one answer to one problem in a single way, I will not be impressed. But if I have the 11th guy give me another solution, an out of the box solution to a problem, I will be impressed, because this person can think laterally, can think in another way, right? So practice that. Practice the skill of how you can solve a problem in multiple different ways. Think of things which people have not done before. This is how you can tackle many problems in data science. It's a fantastic career, it's a beautiful career to work in, but you really need to have this knowledge. So know what the market is asking for, understand how your skills can be aligned to the current requirements, and then based on that you can work towards this. Coming to the next item on the agenda, we really have to talk about the post-COVID data science career, right? Now, I'm sure that you guys are very concerned about the pandemic that's going on. You might be worried about if you should invest your time and money into data science, what's going to happen after COVID? Is the recession going to help us? What is going on, right? Well, let me tell you this. It's an amazing sense of pride that I tell you that data science is an almost recession proof career. Right now, we've seen what happened when the when the pandemic hit, a lot of people lost their jobs, a lot of people are still looking for jobs and whatnot. But in multiple of these cases, when multiple statistics went to multiple surveys were done, it was seen that people who were working in data science were not laid off, and that their role was extremely important for the business itself. So it's literally recession proof. So you do not have to work about knowing, hey, if I pick up data science and if I start a job in it, will I like lose my job because of the pandemic and whatnot, right? So guys, this you really have to think about. One important thing here that I would definitely want to talk about is the demand. Now, every company knows that they require a data scientist or anything to do with data science in one way or another. But then to go about doing that, but then to go about catering to that, they are going to require experts, and you guys are going to be the experts who's going to come into this picture, right? Once you're trained, once you're certified in data science, you guys will be on a journey of working with be it a startup company, be it an MNC or whatever it is. The amount of impact you'll have on a solution as a data science person is amazing. Well, we have a question from Shiv Kumar. He says, where can I get real life data science project tutorials? Well, Shiv Kumar, if you check out the Great Learning YouTube channel, we have multiple videos on the exact thing that you're asking for. So I highly suggest after this particular video, head to our Great Learning channel and make sure you check out all the projects, all the use cases that we have put out on the channel, right? Okay, coming back. One important thing about data science is that it's amazingly helpful in the field of healthcare as well. I'm not sure if you guys know this or not, but the novel coronavirus, what we call as COVID-19, was actually found out by an AI algorithm. Even before medical experts picked up on it, it was an algorithm which says, hey, there is a spike in pneumonia cases in a part of Wuhan, which is not normal, and something is wrong there, right? And then experts started looking to it, and they were like, oh yes, we have something on our hands. So the COVID pandemic started out with an AI model telling them, hey, there's something wrong. Now that's amazing, right? That was only because of data science. And I'm not saying if it wasn't for data science, we wouldn't have got it, but data science got it first. And that, in my opinion, is definitely a big thing. And it's not just in detection, it's absolutely helping in so many things, be it genome encoding. There's many things in healthcare that we might not be exposed to because we are not healthcare experts, right? We are IT guys, we are data scientists. But understand that you can cater to a huge domain apart from IT and know that your solution, or you could be a part of the solution that's going to save the world. That's beautiful, right? So that's one thing you definitely need to think about. Now, after this, one of the career path questions that I always get is saying, okay, so if I learn data science, what designations can I expect? You have 5 important roles that you can get into if you are, if you're a person who's trained in data science, or if you have a good amount of knowledge here. One is business analytics. Business analytics is all about using data to forecast something that's going to happen next, or to make sure that that you learn from all the mistakes and that you don't lose money if you're selling a product or a service. Then we have data analytics. Data analytics is similar to business analytics, but it's different in a way where here you will be catering to the technical solution. You will be working on products which might be internal to the organization, or you can sit and use a lot of data which might not come of product or a service at all, and then drive analytics on that, and then use the data that you have in the past and the present to drive a solution in the future. And then we have data engineers. Data engineers are these champions who know how to work with data, how to bring in data from multiple sources, how to pre-process it, clean it, store it, manipulate it, and work with it thoroughly. Hence the name data engineers. And then we have deep learning engineers. Well, deep learning is an amazing domain where I've had the chance to explore a lot and to work with. So deep learning is one of these domains where you program a computer to bring it as close as possible to a human brain. We call it as neural networks, and I'm sure you guys might have heard about it. So guys, head to the comment section and let me know if you've heard about neural networks. Well, can I get a quick yes or a no from you guys? All right. Then, of course, coming to the next particular career, the most coveted one where everyone wants to become, have this designation is, to the IT world. You know, what are the big companies doing? Can I ever get a job there? Well, guys, let me tell you this. Big companies out there right now are saying that a majority of their workforce is going to continue working continue working home from 2021, and people are looking at long term solutions as well. Do you know that big companies are saying that we are ready to work permanently from home for certain teams, and for certain for certain teams, basically, where in a way where you can actually sit at home, and you can provide a solution for your company for across the world. So it's very important that even though we are sitting at home, understand that nothing has stopped. It's going on the way it is, but you might not be physically present in the office for it, right? So data science is in fact used in one of these places where, if you guys are working from home, we have multiple softwares which are already available there, where let's say companies use it to track employee activity and whatnot when they're at home and all of that, right? So you really have to know that data science has its foot everywhere. Now, even though we're working at home, we're learning about data science. You might be working in a different domain, but you'll be using a product of data science already when you're working, right? Because there's going to be a time tracker, there's going to be an employee tracker. Even Gmail, for example, uses a lot of data science, right? How do you think mails get filters, emails filtering, spam filtering, and all of that, right? So when you think about it, it definitely is amazing, right? And of course, when you think about another thing, which might be a very big concern for your saying, hey, I do not have any experience, I'm a fresher, and I'm seeing the comment section, right? They'll be like, is it like, are people asking for fresher data scientists anymore? Let me tell you this: 7 out of 10, 70% of all the job postings in the world for data scientists are asking for people with less than 4 years of expertise. Now, with less than 4 years of expertise, it's freshers 1, 2, 3, and 4 years, right? So you really have to know that everything is in line after you're learning. But our goal here is to make sure that you go from here into the job of your dreams, right? That is what we're looking at. And we discussed the career path where you guys can actually work on that. So it's important that you do that. And then I told you about the data science designations, which are amazing, which are what a data scientist is going to know about in part and all that, right? But what are these popular data science designations that we have today, the roles which are extremely popular? Of course, again, we're going to talk about the data scientist's role, the data analyst's role, data engineer's role, and a BI analyst. Now, a BI analyst is a person who's also called as a business analyst, right? So a BI analyst is a business intelligence analyst, and this is again a very, very interesting career role. So coming to the first one of a data scientist's role. So this is again one of the most sought after designations today in the world of IT. It involves a lot about using data, understanding it, transforming it using machine learning, deep learning, neural networks, and creating stories out of it. Once you have an insight out of it, saying, hey, this was the problem, here is my solution, I've used data science for it, then you're going to use that solution in the company. So sometimes you might be wondering, okay, so what are the kinds of solutions that we use? You will have to have knowledge about working with trends, seeing patterns in data, understanding strategies, seeing what goes into making the data useful in itself as an entity, right? This is a key requirement, and this is what a data scientist is amazing at. So if you are looking for a data scientist designation, knowing how to find trends, patterns, and strategies hidden in data is something you definitely should know about. And then you will work your way to from the left to the right in terms of expertise. Now you guys can begin your data science career with the designation called as data science associate, and then after a couple of months or couple of years of experience, you'll be called as a data scientist, and after that you're going to be called as a lead data scientist. And of course, once you have a lot of experience, a wealth of knowledge with you, and you have the ability to lead a team, lead a product division, or lead a company itself, then you will be called as a principal data science expert. That's an amazing designation, right? So once you are in any one of these 4 roles, understand that always working your way towards becoming a data science expert is amazing. Now, Coming to a data analyst's role. Now, a data analyst's role actually depends on the company itself that you're working for, because here it completely depends on the domain of the company, and it depends on the products itself that you're selling in the company. Instead of catering solution out there out to the people, you're going to look inwards. You're going to look at the products that you're selling, you're going to look at the services that you're selling, and you're going to have all the data, right? What item was sold for how long, what product was sold where, for what duration was a popular was a product trending, and all of that. So keeping all of this, a data analyst can go on to drive certain insights, which is going to say, hey, we should stock up more on these products. This product is very popular in this part of the world, and people are asking for this in an entirely different part of the world, so we should open up a shop there, or we should open up an outlet there, or we should cater to them, or something like that. But then to go on to do this, you'll have to analyze a lot of data. Look at the designation name. It says data analyst. So you need to have the capability to look completely in towards data and understand them, right? So to do that, you're going to require what we call as data modeling. Data modeling is a skill where you'll be looking in towards data. You'll be understanding what the data is and how best you can make use of that as well. That's a very important skill, and that is required for this domain. So again, looking at the designations for data analyst, it's very interesting because at the start you'll be called as an associate data analyst. Couple of years of experience, you're going to become a senior data analyst, and then a lead data analyst, and of course a product manager's role. Now you're working your way towards a product manager's role, because just as I gave you a couple of examples, I am sure all the answers that's going to lead all the answers to those questions are going to lead you towards managing a product or a software, a product, software, or a solution in any way, right? That exactly is the goal of a data analyst, and you can see that in the designation tree as well. Now, coming to a data engineer's role, a data engineer's role is another very nice one, because this is where we'll be looking towards bringing in the data from multiple sources, right? Data acquisition is what we call it. Acquisition means bringing it in. Now, as a company, be it a startup or be it a multinational company, if you're performing data analysis, your data can come from multiple places. It can come from customers across the globe. It can come from social media. It can come from another company if you're doing competitor analysis and whatnot. So bringing in all of these data in a very simple way is something that you should know of. And in this particular domain, that is exactly what you'll be working about as well. But then to go on to do that, you really require in-depth knowledge about how the company itself works, to know how you can cater to the company, to know how you can bring in new data to the company to work with. That is the prime requirement here. Guys, I'm looking at the comment section, and I would definitely appreciate a lot more comments. So guys, where are you in my comment section? I told we're gonna have a conversation about it, right? So let's go on, head to the comment section and do let me know what your views about of all the things that we are discussing. And okay, anyway, coming back, right? So whenever you're a data engineer, you have to understand that you'll be working with a lot of data. So understanding how the data flows into your organization, how it's used by a data scientist, and how eventually it's used by a data analyst or a BI analyst and then pushed out, is something you should know. So the knowledge of pipelines and data flow is something key here as well. And of course, when you look at the designations, you'll be starting out as a junior data engineer in most cases, and then you'll be working as an associate data engineer, a senior data engineer, and of course a lead data engineer, right? So your goal is to go from a junior or an associate data engineer level all the way to a lead data engineer level. And then for all the people in the comment section asking and talking about business intelligence development, well, understand that BI development is one of the applications of data analysis and data visualizations. We're going to be using analytics, and once you go on to run a machine learning model or a deep learning model, right, it's going to give you a result which is probably a number. It's going to be, hey, this is the percentage of accuracy of detection or whatever it is. Now, to show this number directly to a board of directors might not make sense, but then if you create a beautiful looking graph and then show that graph and say, hey, this is where we were, this is where we are going, this is where the machine learning model told we are going to be in the future, well, your board of directors, who's probably a non-technical guy, might understand that better, right? Now there's a very common quote saying images speak 1,000 words. Well, of course, the human brain is literally 3,000 times, it detects images 3,000 times faster and understands that more than text. If you're looking at an Excel sheet which is filled with probably 10,000 rows and columns, would you want to look at that sheet, or would you want to look at one beautiful looking graph which is going to tell you everything you need to know about all those 10,000 entries? Think about it, right? What would you do? Now, after that, you need to have the ability to review data, to validate the data, to understand how you can use your data to the fullest potential, right? Implementing a solution in BI is all about taking in data, and then using this data to drive a graph. It's going to be not one graph, it can be a workbook of graphs or whatever it is. Data visualization is key here. So, knowing about how you can analyze certain metrics and how changing methodologies that we have, as I told you in one of the career path steps, right? Things are trending, things will keep changing. So knowing what the latest BI plugin is, BI tool is, and then using it to rapidly analyze what's going on is important, right? In the case of a production environment, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you this: there is always going to be one or the other anomaly whenever you're working with data, right? So to hunt for them, to make sure that you've caught the anomaly, you've fixed it, and then that your product is still intact, the result that you're going to drive out of the analytics chain is intact and whatnot, is a skill that you guys should be working on. And I hope all of you guys are taking a note of all of this. And then actually coming towards the designations, right? This again is a very, very well coveted designation: the associate BI developers role, the senior BI developers role, or the business intelligence lead role, or even the vice president of business intelligence itself, right? Now whenever you go on to search for any of these designations that I've been mentioning throughout the video, you will realize that there are hundreds of people, if not thousands of people, who are actually looking for them actively right now, right? People were very concerned about how the world of IT is going to survive the pandemic. Well, let me tell you, it's held its ground really well. And from all of these designations that you see for yourself, I am very confident that all the people, most of the people who are watching this video can have one of these designations in the near future. But then guys, to get there, you really have to work towards increasing your knowledge base. You can check out our YouTube channel. We have multiple videos there, and apart from that, we have Great Learning Academy, as I told you. So if for the people who joined in late, guys, I would highly suggest you check out Great Learning Academy, where we are providing course certifications for free. And then ladies and gentlemen, if you are liking the content that I'm showing you right now, if you're liking all the knowledge, I would highly appreciate if you just take a second to hit that like button, and of course share this with all the people whom you think could make complete use of it. So ladies and gentlemen, I would highly appreciate if you could like the video. And then coming towards learning data science online, right? We are working from home. Internet is everything right now, be it if you're learning, be it if you're working and whatnot. So how can you align yourself towards working online or learning online? One thing you really have to know is that do not be overwhelmed by content. Now if you go to Google and do a very simple search about all the content that exists for data science, you are going to be presented with thousands and thousands of articles, videos, blogs, and whatnot. Now it's going to be extremely confusing for you guys to get started with it, or how should you take see, it's literally like taking a journey, right? From here till the end, your end destination is to become an expert in data science. It's going to be very difficult to get there because there's so much content. You will not know what to learn, you will not know what to drop, you will not know how to get from point A to point B. Now guys, keeping this in mind, we here at Great Learning actually have come up with a video. We've called it as the career roadmap for data science in 2021 and beyond. It's going to be releasing in just a while from now, so I would highly appreciate you guys check that out, because there you will have the complete clarity of how you can go from your journey, how you can go from being a beginner all the way till becoming an expert in data science for the year 2021, and of course beyond that too. So coming back, right? So the important thing is you really do not have to be overwhelmed with the content, because if you have a structured learning path, you can stick to that, take it easy, take it slow, and learn really well. And another thing which is a very important point, guys, is the last point: talking with experts, people who are already in the industry, understanding what the requirement is, knowing what the companies are asking for, and then learning towards that, right? That is important. Now, what do you guys think, right? Guys, talk to me about point number three. How important do you think, talking to an expert in the industry is right now, right? Guys, head to the comment section and let me know. All right. Now, moving on. What is the popularity of data science if you're a person who's in college, or if you are a person who's graduating out of college, right? Now, understand that there are 72% of college graduates out there that they say that they are willing to study data science online. Now, nobody a majority of people today understand the value of online education, and the numbers prove it, right? See, 70 to 80% of the people say we want to learn it online. So begin your journey. You can actually get started for free, and once you're very serious about it, you can look towards specializations, right? See, college students are picking up a lot of electives now. There are many studies conducted where people are looking towards what college students want to learn. And in fact, if you guys are in college, you can head to the comment section and let us know right now, because this is one of these points where I've spoken to a lot of people who are in college. They say, hey, we are picking up all the subjects, we have all the electives for data science, because we absolutely love the domain and we want to work towards a career there as well, right? So this gap that exists between students and professionals in the industry, that gap itself is bridging little by little, because there are so many people who are immensely interested in this particular field. They want to pick up, they want to learn, they know that it is something which is very interesting, and they're working towards it actively, right? So if you are in college, if you are in school, or if you're a person who is looking towards data science, can I get a yes from all of you all in the comment section now? And then coming to talk about the free content that we have for data science, and of course all the domains as well. Guys, you have three ways where you can learn from us at Great Learning for free. We have Great Learning Academy, where we'll be putting out course certifications, where we'll be having courses in multiple domains taught in multiple languages by subject matter experts. So you can go there for absolute free of cost. You can learn, you can get in a wealth of knowledge, you can get a free certificate after you've completed your learning as well. And then and then we have our YouTube channel, the Great Learning YouTube channel. This is where you can go on to learn so many things, right? Guys, after this particular video, head to the head to our Great Learning YouTube channel. Just scroll through the content that we provide, right? You can search for data science Great Learning, and you can find out all the things we provide for data science there. There's multiple videos taught by experts that you can use to build up your knowledge upon and work with it. And then, guys, of course, we have Great Learning blogs as well. So if there are any enthusiastic readers among the comment section, you can always go to Google, search for Great Learning blogs, and you can read the latest and the greatest blogs that are out there with respect to all of the technologies out there. Again, all of these content, right, be it Great Learning Academy, be it our YouTube channel, or be it the blogs, it's taught by subject matter experts and people who are extremely knowledgeable about the content. We have professors from Ivy schools across the world as well, so that is something that you should know about. And after all of these, once you are at this point in your life where you say, hey, I'm extremely serious about data science, I'm extremely serious about becoming an expert, having a dream career, and be it for whatever reason, right, we also provide specializations and post graduation courses as well. See, we have PG programs in data science and business analytics. We are doing this in collaboration with Texas McCombs University, and then we have the Great Lakes Institute providing a postgraduate program in data science and engineering. And of course, we have a MS, right? Complete Masters in Science in Data Science. This is a program by Northwestern University, again, a very well reputed university. And we do provide a Masters of Technology in Data Science and Machine Learning, which is a program by PES University. Now, these are not the only specializations or post-graduation programs that we'll be putting out, right? See, day in and day out, we are going to be coming up with multiple programs. We're going to be changing things around. We are a company where we are trying to cater to the latest trends and what the actual requirement is of the world. So based on that, if you are in touch with the great learning architecture, you will get to know a lot about this too. So guys, with this, you have come to the end of the session. I hope I was able to provide a good amount of knowledge for you all. If you do have any questions, head to the comment section and let me know. Okay, so Mr. Gokul has a question. He says, I'm working in the finance domain with 5 years of experience and looking for data science. Which companies would companies consider me a fresher or experienced person? Now, Gokul, if you are working towards expertise, if you want to use your experience, since you say you have a lot in the finance domain, I would highly suggest you work towards using your financial domain knowledge and see how you can work with it for the data science career as well. Now see, a very simple Google search which says data science in finance is going to show you a lot. And it's going to teach you a lot about how your domain in which you were working for 5 years has already been used. So if that interests you, I would highly suggest you check that out as well. And Aniket has a question. He says, I'm an electrical engineer. Can I become a data scientist? Well, of course, Aniket, as I told you, there is no requirement that says only a computer science person has to become a data scientist. With the right training, with the right guidance, with the correct amount of knowledge, you can become a data scientist. And, this is me wishing you all the very best on your journey to become a data scientist. I would highly appreciate if you could like the video and, of course, check out Great Learning Academy, where you can get started for free as well. On that note, guys, you have reached the end of this session. This has been amazing and I can't wait to meet you all again real soon.